Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Creeks Outdoors. I wanted to make a YouTube video for you guys today on something that just came to mind that I spend a lot of time on, and I always spend time thinking about, and something that I do, and I know a lot of other people look at. And that is today what successful people do that we can emulate in our lives to be successful, and just some of my thoughts on how to be successful. Not that I'm successful, but I'm trying to get there and to reach my goals. What I look at other people do that I try to emulate in my own life. So, guys, the first thing is, now I watch a lot of YouTubers, and I try to watch YouTubers that only do this. I was just watching FaZe Rug today, and I heard him talk about this on a podcast that he just had. He was on somebody else's podcast, Drama Path from Young and Reckless clothing brand. It's a good podcast that I like to listen to. It's called Short Story Long. I'll put it in the description. But this is one guy. I also follow a channel. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've talked about them before, called Yes Theory. And a lot of channels like that, David Dobrik. And there's just an array of channels that I follow. And that is, first, to always be positive and be around other people and other things that are positive. So if you're always having positivity around your life, I really believe that if you have good come out, good will come to you. Like, you will attract good. So if you're positive, that attracts positivity. Like, confidence attracts confidence. So guys, like one thing that's cool about like FaZe Rug is, because I was just watching his video today and listening to him, is that like all the stuff he does is just always positive, and he's always happy. And if you always just take a good outlook on life, even if things are going bad, then most of the time it will turn out good, 99% of the time. And even when some things will turn out bad, take them in stride, because it's not like everything's going to be perfect in life. And if you're always happy and positive about them, if you think things are good, then they are good. That's just like, anything that happens, if you think that it's good, then it is good. Anything that happens in life is just our perspective on it. And that's something that like Gary Vee, a guy I listen to a lot, he preaches on, is just having perspective in life. If you can see the long term and just think of it as good, as a learning experience when bad things happen, then it will be good. The next thing, guys, I touched on this, is confidence. A lot of people that I follow just have confidence all the time. They have confidence in what they do, in the way that they project themselves. Like, us guys know the guys that get the most girls are the guys who are confident and can go up and talk to them. It works in all other areas of life too. The people who make the most money are the people who are the most confident in business. People who do best in sports are the ones who are most confident taking that winning shot. So we all know that. And if you just start to look at this stuff, guys, in successful people, look for things like confidence, you will notice that all of them are confident in themselves. Next thing, guys, is one big thing that I noticed that not all successful people do, but a lot of them do, is that a vast majority of successful people are successful in other areas of their life. Like being fit. This is why I try to keep myself fit, because you see a lot of, not just athletes, but just a lot of people who you can tell like they're a smart person, they're successful, they're going to make it. They keep themselves fit. If you can keep your body fit, then you can take care of other stuff. Like, for me, it's like some employers say, like, they won't hire you. Maybe you're going to be a manager of a restaurant. They can go out and look at your car. If you can't keep your car clean and in order, then how are you going to keep a whole restaurant in order? So, if you can keep other areas of your life, like if you can keep your body fit, then you can keep whatever else you're doing in business or in life, whatever your goals are, you can keep that fit and in shape. Another thing, guys, is reading. This is why I like to read, is because I noticed that like pretty much every successful person that I liked reads. Whether that's just reading books or listening to audiobooks, either way, I like to read. I also listen to audiobooks. I think they have their own places. But if you can do that, like, it ups your game so much, I think. Just look at, there's so many successful people that read books. And that's one thing that just, like, people who aren't successful, they never read. Like, you just come home and watch TV. if you just come home and open a book, which this is something I try to work on too. I just watched a movie. I watched too much. I don't even watch that much TV, but I still watch too much. So if you can just come home and read instead of doing that, I think it will elevate your game so much, because the more you know in life, the better. Which leads me to my next thing, is that people who are successful, they're not just successful in their area. They know things about like everything. They know a little bit about everything. And one way that they do this is travel. Traveling is the best educator. Because like you can go to school and learn about other places, but actually going there and seeing them is such a better experience. I just was listening to Joe Rogan today, and he was saying how there's this whole thing going on in Venezuela with kind of political and a bunch of bad stuff happening in Venezuela. And he was saying that his friend who has been in Venezuela and he has been going there and reporting on it is like telling him so much different than the media and stuff. So you learn so much more by going to a place than just learning about it in a book or seeing it on TV. Like there's this huge world out there that we can't even comprehend how big it is. And we're just on one planet, and like so much of us get stuck in just being in one place. I don't know, I just like to travel a lot. And I think that being in other places, there's so much to do. Don't just stick in one place your whole life. You can always come back to one place, but make sure you are trying to go new places every single year. The next thing, guys, is that successful people never give up. I realize that we listen to these crazy stories of successful people, like football players, who got denied from their team. Michael Jordan got denied from his 8th grade AAU team, but they don't give up. And there's crazy stories about how people get denied time and time again, but they keep going. As long as you believe it, guys, then as long as one person in the world believes in it, then it can happen. If you believe in it, there's 7 billion people on the earth and growing. Guaranteed that there's other people that do and that will pay money for it or whatever you want that will support your dream. So if you just never give up on it, it will happen. The last thing, guys, that successful people do that I notice is that they always have successful people around them. People who are doing big things. That's why you often see famous people or celebrities. Not that all celebrities and famous people are successful, because there's a lot of them who aren't. They're, you wouldn't think of them as good people. But a lot of these big people have people who are doing big things around them. Not that they're famous or anything, but that they're really shooting for the stars and going after their goals. So if you keep other people around you who are reaching their goals, not that they've got there yet, they don't have to have gotten there, but keep people around you who are keeping good vibes, positive, and shooting for the stars, because you don't want any negative energy around you. People that you hang out with is who you are. So hang out with good people and you will be good. Hang out with successful people and you will be successful. So guys, this was just a short video I wanted to do tonight. I had a little inspiration to do it. I like to change it up all the time, and this was one that I thought was cool. Another thing that successful people do, guys, is wear cool stuff like these fish flops I got, or stuff like this shirt you can get at EJRC.com. If you love adventure, you love style, if you want to be successful, this is a brand for you. Go to EJRC.com and pick some stuff up, guys. Now, this is just my take on what successful people do. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Tons of more stuff coming out. I have a video I'm filming just tomorrow. So more stuff dropping all the time. Follow me on Instagram at eCreeksOutdoors, where I drop tons of content. Also follow my blog on eCreeksOutdoors.com. And follow us on TikTok. Just made a TikTok and Facebook. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you are a success in whatever you do. Share your dream down in the comments. And I will see you next time on another episode of eCreeks Outdoors.